Without teaching anybody anything, but through modelling and through the experience of being with the counsellor, the person can go away not even knowing that they've learned something different, and they can then get the full benefit of feeling that they have done it themselves, because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. The quiet space where people have time to talk one-to-one and really get into important details about what they need to talk about so close to their marriage. And on the other hand, the safety of big groups where they can say things that sound very general but are very personal, and therefore there's a chance that the partner will pick up on that and maybe bring it up later. And then they may end up getting some support while they talk it through if they can't handle it themselves. But it makes them stop and think. And anything that makes you think before you speak has to be good.
I think one of the important things is that we don't actually prepare people for marriage in a facilitation course. What we do is we help them prepare each other. And that really, I think, is from a couple point of view, would be a big help to them.
There has to be a readiness there to begin, and there has to be a payoff visible, because if there's no payoff, we don't stick with anything. So you need to be ready to see the payoff before you're prepared to make a change. There's just such an opportunity to live a very high quality life and reduce the amount of stress that's caused by all the critical things and contemptuous things we do to one another when we're in a close relationship.
It gives them an opportunity to be intimate with each other, not in a physical way, but it allows them to kind of peel off the layers, in a sense of saying, this is the real me. One of the advantages is that when you do that and the person loves you, it's a real intimate love where you're revealing yourself, warts and all, and you're loved as you are. And I think that is an immense benefit to couples.
And the great thing about it is that some of the best conversations don't happen in my presence. That things get started, a little bit of information sometimes is enough just to get people thinking, a little bit of skill perhaps that they pick up, and then the biggest things happen when they go away. And they sometimes have massive rows when they go away, come back and think that's been a disaster, and in fact it was the best thing they'd ever done because they managed it better than they'd ever done before.
The court's an unusual organisation, I think, because you get to a depth of a relationship with people whom you wouldn't normally work with, and you talk about things on a level that you mightn't necessarily talk or discuss with other people, and that makes a big difference and an impact in your life.
The fact that a very simple and short conversation led to my decision to go forward for selection for counsellor tutor training a very long time ago was probably the most important short conversation, and it has been hugely beneficial to me. I've really enjoyed that part of the work, and I have spent so much time watching people grow and develop as counsellors and seeing their work in turn. It's so satisfying. So that was my biggest life-changing conversation in a court. When
you're working with people, particularly with regard to self-awareness, you're raising things that people maybe haven't thought of before. And they kind of stand back and they say, but that's not me. And then on reflection they actually realise that the life-changing conversation is not necessarily always with somebody else. It maybe was with yourself and inside yourself.